Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and welcome to a really cool video slash a new series that I'm starting here on the channel. Hope you guys are doing well and being safe out there. And yeah, let's get right into it. As you guys can tell by the title, I am doing basically a resimulation of the whole 2000s. Now, I do want to preface this by saying I have seen someone do pretty much this, but just from the 2010 to now. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do from the 2000s and just redo the 2000s and do it as a series. So it's going to be like a 5 to 6 episode series where I'm going to do anywhere between like 5 to 7 seasons each episode, and just kind of go on and go through in detail, like see who wins championships, MVPs, Defense Player of the Year awards, All-Stars, all that stuff. Who signs where, who gets drafted where. We're changing everything. We're rewriting the whole history. Well, not the whole history, but the whole history of the 2000s for the NBA. Now, I do want to eventually, so this was a lot of work to get like all the logos right, and you know, teams and stuff like that. Jerseys aren't, you know, right or anything like that, but logos and team names are all good. I do want to try and maybe rewrite the whole NBA history. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. That could be the next series after this. We could, you know, start in, you know, the first year of the NBA, or as far as we can go back and go through Wilt and Bill Russell and Magic and Bird and Oscar and all those guys. We could, you know, we could do that too and go all the way to 2020. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. As far as like, I'm probably not going to stop at 2020. I might go a few years ahead to see, you know, how Giannis does, and you know, see how like Mikey Williams and Imani Bates and Bronny and all them dudes, see how they do. But as of right now, you know, let me know in the comments below, like how far do you guys want to see me go. Probably at most probably to like 2035, right around there. So anyways, we are starting in the year 2000, the 2000-2001 season, the 2001 draft class, if you guys are curious. Gilbert Arenas, Tony Parker, Shane Battier, Richard Jefferson, Pau Gasol was in this, Jason Richardson. Now, the draft classes won't be perfect, obviously, with 2K simulations and the progression. I put the progression at 40, so we'll see how that goes. Regression is at 55, I believe, so we'll see how that all works. But I do have control of every team, so as you guys can see, I tried to get the logos for what I tried to match what the logos were in the year 2000, like 2000 and 2003 ish, and then I'll try to do my best to kind of like update the logos as we go. So yeah, the New Orleans Hornets are absolutely terrible. So yeah, that's not gonna go well for them. But yeah, so we pretty much have the rosters. I do on my phone have the 2000-2001 season of what actually happened, so we'll kind of go through that and you know, kind of compare, you know, what's going on and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, Michael Jordan's in this, Kobe and Shaq, you know, what if they never broke up, you know, that type of thing. So we're gonna find all of that out here in this this simulation. And yeah, if you guys are excited to see this series, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Like I said, this is gonna be like a 5 to 6 episode series, and then we'll probably do like a new one after that. So anyways, let's go ahead and sim season number 1 and see what happens. Okay, so here we go in the 2000-2001 season. Kobe Bryant ends up winning the MVP award. He averaged 36, 6, and 7 in real life. It was Allen Iverson. Rookie of the Year, Kenyon Martin, which in real life was Mike Miller. Okay, so that's a little bit different. Kenyon Martin averaged 14.5 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Sixth Man of the Year is Donyell Marshall. In real life, it was Aaron McKee. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year. It was actually Defensive Player of the Year was actually Dikembe Mutombo. Most Improved is Shaq. Okay. Yeah, in real life, it was Tracy McGrady. And then Frank Vogel wins Coach of the Year. Obviously, that's going to be wrong, but the Lakers looks like they just won 70 games. So Kobe, like I said, won MVP. AI averaged 41 points per game. Tim Duncan 22 and 15. Kevin Garnett 21 and 13. But yeah, so second team, McGrady, Baron Davis averaged 28 and 10. Wow, that's pretty good. Chris Webber 25 and 11. McGrady averaged 32. But yeah, there's the rest of the squad. So obviously the rosters aren't going to be perfect. Vince Carter's still in Toronto, 32 points per game. Paul Pierce in Boston, 27, 5 and 6, 23 a game for Jalen Rose. All defensive first team, we got MJ. He averaged 22, 6 and 6 for Washington. But he'll probably retire here and after next season probably. Sean Marion is on the Phoenix Suns, and he's on the all defensive first team. We got Karl Malone, 23 and 10. He'll probably retire here pretty soon. So yeah, there you go. Kenyon Martin on the all rookie first team. So anyways, let's go ahead and into the playoffs. So in real life, the champions were, I want to say, yeah, it was the Lakers and the 76ers. That's right. So will that happen again? The Sixers are the 6th seed, so that's gonna be tough for them. The Lakers, though, they're gonna be really good and hard to beat. They played the San Antonio Spurs, who have Tim Duncan and David Robinson. So here we go. Let's go ahead and just kind of simulate the first round. I'll go team by team, like maybe in like the second round. So yeah, the 76ers get eliminated. Okay, the Spurs got eliminated. Tracy McGrady gets eliminated. The New York Knicks get eliminated. The Grizzlies, the Boston Celtics, the Houston Rockets, and the Phoenix Suns all get eliminated. Here in the second round, the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers are going up against each other. We got Damon Stoudemire, Steve Smith, Scottie Pippen, Rasheed Wallace, and then on the other side, we got the Kings, who have Bobby Jackson, Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, and then let's see, Steve Nash and Dallas with Dirk. Okay, we got those two. So yeah, that's on the West. The Charlotte Bobcats with Baron Davis is the #1 seed in the East. I did not see that. Reggie Miller in Indiana, along with Jalen Rose and Jermaine O'Neal. Detroit has Chucky Atkins, Jerry Stackhouse. Yeah, that's right. They don't have Chauncey. They don't have Rip Hamilton. They don't have Rasheed Wallace or I'm blanking. But yeah, so yeah, that team is not the same. But they're still the 3rd seed. Sam Cassell, Ray Allen is on the Bucks at this time. Glenn Robinson is there. So yeah, let's go ahead, simulate this round. And okay, so the Pistons get eliminated, the Dallas Mavericks get eliminated, and the Blazers get eliminated, and the Bobcats. So we got Pacers and Milwaukee. So Reggie Miller has a chance to get to the NBA Finals, and Ray Allen has a chance. So two of the greatest shooters at the time. Nice in the Eastern Conference Finals, a 5 and 7 seed, by the way. And then we got the 1 and 2, the Kings and the Lakers. Now these two teams met in the second round at the time. It was actually the Spurs and the Lakers. So let's see what happens here in the conference finals. And the Lakers win and the Pacers win. So you got Reggie Miller versus Kobe Bryant, and you got Jermaine O'Neal versus Shaq. Nice. Okay, Jalen Rose. This is actually a really good series. All right, so in the NBA Finals, I'm gonna go ahead and simcast, see what happens. Like I said, I have control of every team, so there's no like bias or anything that weird can happen. So the Pacers win game 1. So in real life, the Lakers won in 5 over the 76ers. So game 2, the Lakers go ahead and take game 2. Game 3 in Indiana, and looks like the Pacers, wow, okay, that actually got close at the end there, but the Pacers go ahead and take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals here in 2001, and they take a 3-1 lead. They win by 1 point. So the Lakers at this point have only won 2 or 1. They've won 2. So they won in 2000, 2001. Right, this is the three-peat year. Actually, no, that's technically this would have been the repeat year. So technically they've only won 1 so far at this point, because yeah, that's a little bit wrong. So yeah, technically they've only won 1 at this point. We'll give them 2 though. Well, we'll just give them 2. So let's see what happens here in the game. What is this, game 5? The Lakers trying to stay alive. They're down 3-1 and the Lakers win. So game 6 in Indiana. Can Indiana win their first NBA Finals? They're down by 8 once again. Okay, 2 minutes left. Here we go. So 2 minutes left, and they take a 3-point lead. It's a 1-point lead, and it's a 2-point lead for the Indiana Pacers. 38 seconds. Let's go ahead and jump in. So Reggie Miller is at the free throw line here. Down what kind of shot was that? All right. Reggie Miller misses the free throw. Down by 2. Kobe Bryant has the ball. Here we go. This is exciting. Shaq gets, oh, Kobe just launches the 3 and hits it. Let's go. Okay, so 29 seconds to go. Kobe just hit a 3 to take a 1-point lead, trying to stay alive and forcing game 7. Player of the game is Kobe Bryant. He has 53 points in game 6. Dear Lord. All right, here we go. Indiana has, and they call another timeout. What are they doing? All right, here we go. 29 seconds to go. The Lakers have a 1-point lead. Indiana trying to win their first NBA title. I believe their first. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's their first. So here we go. Reggie, where's Reggie Miller? Reggie's in the corner. Oh, Jalen Rose takes a corner 3, and he hits it. Oh my God, and the Indiana Pacers take a 2-point lead. How was Jalen Rose that wide open? What just happened? All right, it's the Lakers' turn. 18 seconds to go. The Lakers still have 1 timeout to go. And here we go. Derek Fisher has the ball. They're going to hold for the last shot to at least try and tie it up. All right, 10 seconds to go. Is Derek Fisher going to take this? Or is he going to pass it off? Kobe's in the corner. Oh, Kobe cut. Oh my God, Kobe, if he could just cut right there. Derek Fisher just takes the 3, and he misses. And the Indiana, what was that? How does Kobe not get the ball there? Oh my God. All right, so the Indiana Pacers win the first championship of the decade. Well, kind of. It's technically 2001. So, anyways, the Pacers win, and they win their first title. Reggie Miller gets a ring. All right, there's a celebration, and let's see who gets Finals MVP. I would guess Jalen Rose. He hit the game-winning 3, and Jalen Rose gets Finals MVP, not Reggie Miller. Wow. All right. Well, that was pretty exciting for the first championship. Jalen Rose averaged 26 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Let's see how Kobe averaged, because he put up 53 in Game 6. He averaged 37, 6, and 7 in the playoffs. Wow. And Shaq averaged 30 and 15. They just couldn't beat Jalen Rose. And how did Reggie Miller do? 18 points per game. So yeah, he was 35. So he was at the tail end of his career. So yeah, he got a ring right at the end there. Player retirements real quick. Akeem retires, and that's about it. Let's see. Hall of Fame inductees. Yeah. So it's just Olajuwon. And there you go. Draft lottery. Who gets Gilbert Arenas? Oh, okay. So the Supersonics have 2 picks here in the top 10. So do the Hornets. The Hornets have the best chance again, along with the 6th pick from Atlanta. And then actually they have Cleveland's pick too, but that's probably top 3 or top 5 protected. So I'll probably stay with Cleveland there. So anyways, the lottery, and Cleveland wins the #1 overall pick. The Washington Wizards get the #2 pick. The Raptors get 3. Nets get 4. Hornets drop all the way to 5. And the Supersonics get 9 and 10. So, all right. Who will be the #1 overall pick? It will be, let's go ahead and just sim the NBA draft. And the Cavs pick Gilbert Arenas. The Wizards take Tony. The Wizards were a pick away from getting Gilbert Arenas again. The Raptors pick Pau Gasol. Tyson Chandler goes to the Nets. Richard Jefferson goes to the Warriors. Battier goes to the Hornets. Jason Richardson goes to the Hornets as well. And like I said, there's going to be a couple of just random players in this. So, yeah. Zach Randolph goes to the Grizzlies. Okay, that stays the same. And let's see, anything else? I don't really recognize any other names. So, yeah, there you go. Gilbert Arenas goes #1 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tony Parker goes to the Wizards, and Pau Gasol goes to the Raptors. So not really that exciting of a free agency here. I don't really. Tim Hardaway goes to the Heat, stays with the Heat. Yeah, Glenn Rice goes to the Knicks. Stays with the Knicks. I guess he's about to retire as well. So yeah, not really that exciting. Bruce Bowen actually goes from Miami to Detroit. So that should be interesting. But yeah, that's about it for free agency. Okay, so the 2002 NBA draft, I just went ahead and looked at it. It's Amari Stoudemire, Jay Williams is in this draft. Let's see, Yao Ming is in this draft. Caron Butler. Let's see, who else? Nene is in this draft. Carlos Boozer. So not that great of a draft, but yeah, obviously the next year will be the LeBron, Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh draft. So that will be really interesting to see who gets the #1 overall pick. The 2001-2002 season is over. Shaq wins MVP in real life. Tim Duncan won it. Rookie of the year. Oh, shoot. I forgot to fix the rookies. So I'm guessing. Let's look at who won it in real life. Rookie of the year in real life was Pau Gasol. So let's go ahead and look at how Pau Gasol did. Yeah, I'm guessing Pau Gasol probably would have won Rookie of the Year. I mean, he averaged 20 and 12. The other only option would have been Gilbert Arenas, Gilbert Arenas might have won it. He averaged 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Let's actually go ahead and look at the season stats here. League leaders. Kobe led the league in scoring at 37.7 points per game. In real life, it was Allen Iverson, which he was second. Jerry Stackhouse averaged 35. McGrady averaged 32. Shaq averaged 30, almost 32. Vince Carter averaged 31. Gilbert Arenas was up there in the top 10. Paul Pierce is in the top 10. And yeah, there's the rest of the group for you guys. And then let's see, assists per game or rebounds per game. Shaq led. Tim Duncan, Jermaine O'Neal, Chris Webber, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Pau Gasol was 7th. Kevin Garnett was 8th. So yeah, there's your top 10 for rebounds and assists. Baron Davis, Steve Nash, 17 and 10 in Dallas. Marbury, Sam Cassell, Jason Kidd in Phoenix, 17 and 9. That's right, they were traded for each other, weren't they? Nick Van Exel, okay, 19 and 8. John Stockton still playing, 9 or pretty much 10 points, 8 assists per game. Mike Bibby, and then Terrell Brandon. I don't think, is that a real player? I have no idea. Steve Francis and Tony Parker just outside the top 10. So yeah, steals per game. AI, Gary Payton, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, Baron Davis, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Alonzo Mutombo, and O'Neal for blocks per game. So yeah, there you go. There is the stats for the season and the awards. And let's go ahead. The Lakers are the #1 seed. Philly is the #1 seed. Okay, so they have Aaron McKee, AI, Dikembe. So yeah, they went from 6-1 with pretty much the same team. They go up against Detroit. So let's go ahead, simulate the first round here. In real life, the Lakers end up winning the NBA Finals to get their three-peat. And they would, I believe they beat, who was that they beat? They beat the Nets. Okay, so yeah, that's this year, which the Nets were the 7th seed, so they won't make it. So the Pacers are back in the second round against Miami. Miami has Tim Hardaway, Morris Pearson, Grant, Alonzo Mourning. Milwaukee with Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, Glenn Davis. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And it's the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have Mike Bibby. Zach Randolph is probably playing pretty well for them. Yeah, 15 and 7 or 15 and 8. And then let's see, the Kings with Chris Webber. All right, and the Tim Duncan San Antonio Spurs. Interesting. And yeah, they don't have Tony Parker. So here we go. Wow. Okay, so the Lakers came back from what, 3-1 or 3-0, and they beat Memphis. So it's the Lakers and the Spurs against the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks. All right. So who actually met? I'm curious. It was the Kings and the Lakers in the conference finals. So it actually kind of swapped. It was the Kings and Lakers the year before, and San Antonio. So yeah, that actually kind of swapped in real life. So here we go. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. And the Lakers sweep the Spurs, and it's the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Ray Allen now gets his chance to win a championship against the LA Lakers. So let's go ahead. We're gonna simcast each of these games. The Lakers look like, yeah, the Lakers win game 1. And actually, that was a pretty close game 1. Game 2 in LA, can the Bucks tie it up? And the Bucks do. Okay, so it's a 1-1 series here. And the Lakers in Milwaukee. Looks like, yeah, the Lakers are going to win game 3. Game 4 in Milwaukee, can Milwaukee tie it up, or will the Lakers go up 3-1? And the Bucks, okay, the Bucks tie it up. It's 2-2 going into game 5 in LA. Will the Lakers lose back-to-back NBA Finals? No. Okay, wow, they just won by 46. Holy moly. Okay, so it's a 3-2 lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm curious with how well Kobe is playing. 35, okay, and Shaq is averaging 32 and 18. Yeah, these two are absolutely carrying this team. So actually, how's Ray Allen doing? 28, 4 and 5. Let's look at box scores here. Kobe just put up 50. Are you kidding me? Look at that, 50 and 42 in game 5. That is ridiculous. Game 1, Shaq put up 28 and 25. Game 2, Shaq put up 31, or Kobe put up 31. Shaq put up 20 and 19. And then Ray Allen's probably been playing pretty well, along with Glenn Robinson and Sam Cassell. And game 3, Kobe put up 31, 29 in game 4. So yeah, game 5 though was insane. 50 points for Kobe Bryant and 42 and 15 for Shaq. So here we go. Game 6 in Milwaukee. Can the Los Angeles Lakers win and get technically their second ring, because they lost last year, but in the game it will be third? And so yep, it looks like they're just gonna blow out Milwaukee. We won't really watch it. So yeah, let's go ahead. 136-100. The Lakers end up beating the Bucks and they get their second championship in 3 years. Shaq wins MVP, 33 points per game, 20 rebounds per game, 3.7 blocks, and yeah, Shaq wins MVP. I'm curious actually who see, Ray Allen put up 27, 25 for Robinson. Kobe put up 4. These two destroyed the NBA Finals. That is ridiculous. Game 5 and Game 6, they just went off. So some notable retirements here. Charles Oakley, Ron Harper, and Chris Mullin. Yeah, that's pretty much it for retirements. No Hall of Fame. And so let's go ahead into the draft lottery. This is the Amari Stoudemire draft. So the Supersonics have a top pick here. The Hornets have 2 in the top 15, or top 14. So let's go ahead. The Hawks get the number 1 overall pick. The Nets get number 2 from Golden State. The Jazz get number 3. The Supersonics get number 4. Bulls get number 5. So let's go to the NBA draft and see who gets taken first overall. It was Jay Williams by the Hawks. Okay, so Amari Stoudemire goes to the Nets. He joins Kenyon Martin. Jesse Bell, that's just a random player. So yeah, Yao Ming taken by the Clippers. Okay, so I forgot he was in this draft class. Interesting. Drew Gooden goes to the Hornets. Boozer goes to the Raptors. Caron Butler goes to the Nuggets, and Nate goes to the Magic. So yeah, there you go. So there's the draft, and I'll see you guys after free agency. So in free agency, Paul Pierce signs a 4-year extension with the Boston Celtics. Dirk signs with the Mavericks still. Antoine Jameson actually goes to the Hawks after being with Golden State. Nick Van Exel actually goes from Denver to the Spurs. Mike Bibby goes from Memphis to the Supersonics. And Marcus Camby goes from New York to the Phoenix Suns. Interesting. Okay. Brad Miller. That is definitely the wrong face for Brad Miller, but he goes to the Mavericks or stays. Jason Williams goes to the Spurs after being with the Sacramento Kings. And let's see, Larry Hughes goes to the Magic. Chauncey Billups stays in Minnesota. Okay, so the 2001-2002 NBA season, or 2002-2003 NBA season is now over. Kobe Bryant wins MVP in real life. It was actually Tim Duncan. This is the year that the Spurs won their first championship. So they beat the Lakers in the second round. Rookie of the year goes to Yao Ming. In real life, I believe it was Amari Stoudemire. But Yao averaged 18 and 8. Turkoglu wins Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Shaq. Who won it in real life? Ben Wallace. Elton Brand wins Most Improved. In real life, it was Gilbert Arenas. And Frank Vogel wins Coach of the Year. That's obviously not correct. So yeah, all NBA first team. Tracy McGrady still here. He's playing great. Tim Duncan, 27 and 15. Can he carry the Spurs to a championship like he did in real life? Chris Webber, 25 and 11. Shaq is now starting to regress a little bit, 26 and 15. And then all NBA second team. Baron Davis averaged 26 and 11. Kevin Garnett averaged 20 and 11. Pau Gasol, his second year in the league, 25 and 11. Not bad. The third team, Paul Pierce is on here. Gilbert Arenas in his second year averaged 31, 5 and 6 for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and AI 31 and 7. There's the all defensive first team, all defensive second team, and the all rookie team's gonna be kind of messed up. Amari Stoudemire, who won it in real life, averaged 13 and 6. Nene averaged 18 and 8. So yeah, there you go. League leaders in the regular season. Here's points per game. Brady, Kobe Bryant, McGrady, and Stackhouse are in the top 3. AI, Gilbert Arenas, Marbury, Paul Pierce, Dirk, Tim Duncan, Glenn Robinson, and Baron Davis and Shaq round out the top 10 or top 12. Rebounds per game. Tim Duncan led the league in rebounds with Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Jermaine O'Neal, Webber, Kevin Garnett's up there in the top 10. Gamby and Ben Wallace. And then assists per game, we got Baron Davis, who was number 1. Steve Nash and Jason Kidd, 3 and 4. Tony Parker in his second year is 5th in assists per game. Sam Cassell, Dario Turk, Steve Francis, and Alvin Williams. Kobe Bryant was 10th in assists per game. So here in the first round, let's go ahead and simulate the first round. The Magic are eliminated, so Tracy McGrady. Pistons get eliminated. The Boston Celtics get eliminated. The San Antonio Spurs will not be repeating history as they lose. Dallas and Houston gets eliminated, and the Bobcats and Grizzlies get eliminated. So the Lakers are 1-7 to beat Memphis. They play the Phoenix Suns, who have Jason Kidd. Sean Marion is on the Phoenix Suns, and Marcus Camby. Okay, so not bad. They have Penny Hardaway as well. And then let's see, the Kings have Bobby Jackson, Derek Anderson, Paige Stojakovic, Chris Webber. Minnesota, Chauncey Billups, Wally Serbiak, Kevin Garnett. Okay, interesting. Cleveland, Gilbert Arenas carries Cleveland to the second round, so it looks like Cleveland won't be getting LeBron, so this will be interesting. The Bucks are once again back. They're trying to get back to the NBA Finals after losing last year. Gilbert Arenas, Andre Miller. Okay. And then Ilgauskas. And then the Nets have Stephen Marbury, Amari Stoudemire starting. Kenny Martin is their sixth man coming off the bench, and they have Tyson Chandler as well. Darius Miles too. Reggie Miller. Okay, so the Pacers are back here trying to win their second in 3 years. So let's go ahead, simulate round 2. Minnesota gets eliminated, and the Phoenix Suns get eliminated. Cavs are gone, and the New Jersey Nets are gone. So it's the Pacers and the Bucks, the same thing, 2 seasons ago, and it's the Lakers and Kings. This is the exact same thing that happened 2 years ago, like literally, right? Because last year was the Spurs and Lakers, and there was a weird conference finals in the East. So yeah, pretty much the same exact thing. Let's see if history repeats itself. The Kings are eliminated. The LA Lakers go to their 3rd straight NBA Finals, technically 4th. And they've won 2 of those 3, and the Indiana Pacers get eliminated. So it's a rematch of last year, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers obviously won last year, so the Bucks trying to get payback. So the Lakers win game 1. In game 2, the Lakers are up pretty nicely. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna win game. Oh, the Bucks just came back after they outscored the Lakers by 20 in the 4th quarter. Kobe put up 34 and 11. Shaq is definitely regressing, 17 and 11. Glenn Robinson put up 33 and 10. Ray Allen put up 30. Okay, so it's a 1-1 series here in game 3 in Milwaukee. So let's see what happens here in game 3. Kind of the same thing that happened last season. Now the Lakers take a 2-1 lead. The Lakers won, I believe, in 6 last season. So they're up 2-1. The Bucks are trying to tie it up, and they do. It's 2-2 going into game 5. So this is exactly what happened last year. The Lakers won game 5 and game 6 off of crazy games from Shaq and Kobe. Kobe puts up 40, 10, and 6. Shaq puts up 25 and 16. Sam Cassell, bad game for the Milwaukee Bucks. They only have 77 points. So game 6, can the same exact thing happen as a year ago? And looks like it will. 54 seconds ago, 136-91. We're not gonna even watch it. The Lakers win 141-94. They win their 2nd straight NBA title, and they've won 3 in 4 years technically. Shaq 39 and 21 in the closing out game. Kobe Bryant is gonna win MVP, 38 and 15. He should win MVP at least. And yep, he wins finals MVP, and the Lakers are champions once again. So after 3 seasons, the Lakers have been there all 3 seasons. The Pacers have won 1, the Lakers have won 2, the Bucks have lost 2. So yeah, that's pretty much what has happened so far. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, so this draft lottery is going to change the NBA forever. This is the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Bosh draft class. So who gets the number 1 overall pick to take LeBron? The top 5 chances: the Hawks, the Warriors, the Knicks, the Jazz, and the Denver Nuggets are in the top 5 once again. They obviously drafted Melo with the 3rd overall pick. And let's see, the Hawks have 2 picks in the top 10. And that's about it. The Supersonics have number 7 from the Clippers. And so the Heat could possibly get Dwayne Wade again if they move back up. Toronto could possibly get Chris Bosh again if they get lucky and move up. And the Nuggets could possibly get Melo, but there's no Cleveland. So that's for sure going to be changed. So LeBron will officially be on a different team. Who wins the draft lottery? The Miami Heat win the lottery. The Denver Nuggets get the 3rd, which repeats history. The Hawks get the number 2 pick from Seattle. The Knicks get the 4th. The Warriors, okay, so the Knicks have a chance to get one of the 4, unless they blow it, which wouldn't be shocked if they blow it. The Warriors are just outside of that group of the top 4. So will the Heat take LeBron, or will they do the same thing they did, 17 years ago and take Dwayne Wade? Let's find out. All right, here in the NBA draft, and the Miami Heat to select LeBron James. All right, so LeBron is now with the Miami Heat wearing number 41 for some reason. I will fix that. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. The number 2 pick is Carmelo Anthony. Goes number 2 to the Atlanta Hawks. That will be really interesting as well. And the Denver Nuggets select Dwayne Wade. Okay, this is going to be interesting. The Knicks, will they blow this? The Knicks select Mo Williams instead of Chris Bosh. Willie Green goes to Golden State. Okay. Is Chris Bosh in this draft class? I'm pretty sure. There he is. Oh my god. Chris Bosh to the Atlanta Hawks with Carmelo Anthony. Wow. Look at that. So it's Carmelo Anthony and Chris Bosh together in Atlanta. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Wow, I'm curious to see these rosters after the season, or after the offseason. Oh my god, so in free agency, Vince Carter leaves the Raptors for the San Antonio Spurs, and he teams up with Tim Duncan. Jason Kidd goes to the Bucks, who've lost 2 straight NBA Finals. So they just made a massive signing to try and get back. And Michael Jordan is still in the league, and he signs with the Detroit Pistons. Wow, okay. Sean Marion stays with Phoenix. Steve Francis goes to the Nets and leaves Houston. Jermaine O'Neal stays with the Pacers. Elton Brand goes to the Warriors. Ron Artest goes to the stays with the Bulls. Gary Payton goes to Orlando to play with Tracy McGrady. Interesting. Lamar Odom goes to the Kings. That's going to be an interesting team. Mutombo goes to the Timberwolves. Karl Malone goes to the Warriors. Rip Hamilton goes to the Wizards. Serbiak goes to the Wizards. All right, that was a crazy free agent class. Wow, I can't believe Vince Carter and the Spurs. Vince Carter and Tim Duncan, and he's there for 4 years. That's going to be interesting. I can't believe Michael Jordan is still playing. 2004 draft looks like this. Lou Deng, Andre Iguodala, Dwight Howard, Devin Harris, Josh Smith. J.R. Smith is in this draft. Jameer Nelson, Al Jefferson, Kevin Martin, Delonte West, Tony Allen, Telfair. Wow, okay. This is actually a pretty good draft class. Ben Gordon, like how like all these players are in this draft class. But the overall, like how good the draft class is, it's fine. I mean, Dwight Howard is obviously the big one. So yeah, we will see what happens with this season. Okay, so the most valuable player at the end of the 2003-2004 season is Kobe Bryant, averaging 38.7 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. In real life, it was Kevin Garnett. LeBron James wins Rookie of the Year. Oh my God, 30 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. They went 35 and 47 too. Like 2 steals and 2. Oh my God, dude, that is ridiculous. What the heck? There's no one on that team. Like, literally no one. I looked at that roster is terrible. Sam Cassell wins 6th Man of the Year. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year. And most improved is Billy Scott. Okay. So, yeah. There you go. Kobe is on the All-NBA first team. Gilbert Arenas with Cleveland. Averaged 37 points per game. 8 and 8. Wow. Yeah, he's pretty good. Rasheed Wallace. LeBron James is on the All-NBA first team already. Wow. Okay. All NBA second team, Tracy McGrady, 34, 8 and 6. AI, 30 points, 5 and 5. Chris Webber, 24 and 12. Pau Gasol, 25 and 10. 27 and 9. To Sharif. All NBA third team, Dwayne Wade makes it on the All NBA third team with Denver. He averaged 28, 4.6 and 6 assists. Steve Francis, Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, and Yao Ming round out the All NBA third team. All defensive team. And LeBron on the all-defensive second team. Kobe on the all-defensive second team. And all-rookie first team. So how did Melo do with Atlanta? 25.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. That's actually a really good rookie year. And then David West. And then Chris Bosh, 15 and 6, Melo's teammate. That team is going to be good. That's going to be an interesting team to look at. Did they make the playoffs? They did. They're at the 7th seed. And then did Denver make the playoffs? Denver did not. So we got to keep track of Denver, Atlanta, and then the Heat, at least for those rookies. So the number 2 seed is actually the Lakers. This is the year where the Pistons beat the Lakers, which the Pistons are the number 3 seed. They have Chucky Atkins, Stackhouse, Corey Maggette, Anthony Mason, and Ben Wallace. And Michael Jordan is coming off the bench. This will be interesting. The Nets are playing the 76ers. And then the Spurs. Okay, so yeah, with Vince Carter and Tim Duncan, they haven't really done much. They didn't do much last season, but Vince Carter, 25 a game. Tim Duncan, 22 and 13. So here we go. Round 1. And the Lakers advance. The Bucks are eliminated. The 76ers are eliminated. The Grizzlies, the Pistons are eliminated. So there goes that. We will have a new champion. And then the Suns, Hawks. Okay, the Hawks are eliminated. The Sonics are eliminated. So the Sacramento Kings and the San Antonio Spurs. The Lakers and the Houston Rockets, which Houston has... who does Houston have? Katino Mobley, Danielle Marshall. Kind of a random team. The Nets and the Orlando Magic is on this end. So can McGrady get to the NBA Finals? Houston is out. The Magic is out. The Nets advance, and the Celtics are out. The San Antonio Spurs are out. So it's the Kings and the Lakers, the Pacers, and the New Jersey Nets with Kenyon Martin, Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire on that team with Stephon Marbury and Steve Francis. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, this is actually a really good team. And the Pacers... Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose, so they're trying to win their second championship. And the Sacramento Kings beat the Los Angeles Lakers. So we have the Nets and the Kings here in the NBA Finals. All right, here we go. So the Nets and the Kings, game one, actually a pretty close game, and the Kings pull away. They win game one. So who's on these teams again? So the Kings have Lamar Odom, Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic, and Bobby Jackson. Can the Kings get their NBA title? But this Nets team is pretty good with Kenny Martin, Stephen. I mean, they made it to the finals in 2002, the year before, I think, technically in real life. So, anyways, here we go. This is actually a really close game as well, and the Kings once again pull away. So it's a 2-0 lead for Sacramento. Game 3 in New Jersey, and the Nets are gonna win this thing. So it's 2-1 Kings. And in game 4, can the Kings take a 3-1 lead? And they do. So the Sacramento has a 3-1 lead. Can the Nets stay alive here? It's in Sacramento, though. This is going to be a tough one for New Jersey. And the Kings win the championship. Pretty good team. Chris Webber wins his finals MVP. And he finally gets a ring at age 31. Something that didn't happen in real life. So the Kings get a championship after the Lakers made it to 4 straight. And the Lakers won what? 3 straight, and the Lakers won 2. So yeah, there you go. The Kings are NBA champions. And there it is. So Karl Malone retires. Patrick Ewing apparently retired. Michael Jordan retires, and Reggie Miller retires. David Robinson retires. Scottie Pippen, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Gary Payton retires. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a massive retirement class. So Hall of Fame class. Jordan, obviously, Pippen, Malone, and David Robinson all make the Hall of Fame. So, the draft lottery. Who gets Dwight Howard? That's pretty much the big question here. The Supersonics have the number 1 pick. Now, let's see. The Nuggets have Dwayne Wade, so they have number 5, so that could be interesting. The Heat do not have a pick. I mean, it could be protected, though, because they're at 9, technically, if the Supersonics have that pick. And let's see, the other team was Atlanta, but they obviously made the playoffs. So let's go ahead and see. The Jazz win the number 1 overall pick. The Warriors get number 2. Knicks get number 3. Bulls get number 5. Supersonics get number 5. Bulls get 4. Supersonics get 5. The Nuggets dropped all the way down to 8. The Heat are at 9. Okay. So, the NBA draft. Let's see what happens. So, in the NBA draft, Andre Iguodala goes number 1. Dwight Howard drops to number 3 to the New York Knicks. So that'll be interesting. JR goes to Supersonics. The Nuggets get Jameer Nelson to pair with Dwayne Wade. Okay, in real life, they actually drafted Jameer Nelson too and traded him away. And then Kevin Martin goes to the Timberwolves. The Heat selected Al Jefferson. So they pair up LeBron with Al Jefferson. Interesting. All right, Josh Smith goes to the Wizards. But yeah, all right. The Hawks get Tony Allen to pair with Melo and Chris Bosh. So free agency, Rasheed Wallace leaves Portland and goes to Philly to pair up with AI. Jerry Stackhouse goes to the Grizzlies, leaves Detroit. Antonio McDyess resigns with Denver, stays with Dwayne Wade. Derek Anderson goes to the Supersonics. Steve Nash stays with Dallas. Kenyon Martin leaves New Jersey. Okay, that's a glitch right there. He was not in Boston, but he leaves New Jersey. And he signs with the Clippers. Okay. So the 2005 draft class is what we're trying to play for pretty much here in this season. Darren Williams, Chris Paul, Nate Robinson, Monte Ellis is in this draft. So yeah, I mean, really, this isn't that great of a draft. I mean, Lou Williams is in this draft, but it's really for Chris Paul. Who can get Chris Paul right now? They have the Raptors taking him, but yeah, who gets Chris Paul? So the 04-05 season is over. Steve Nash won MVP in real life. Tracy McGrady, though, gets his first MVP with the Orlando Magic. He's a 5-time All-Star, and he averaged 37 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Oh, I forgot to change the rookies to actual rookies. Shoot. Okay, well, messed that one up. Apparently, this Nick Coleman guy won Rookie of the Year. We'll look to see how some of the rookies did. I mean, it was really just Dwight Howard. So yeah, Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year, and most improved is Dusty Dennis. So this is where we're gonna start to get like random players, because 2K is stupid with player progression with like random players. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of irritating. I wish I could like control that, but I can't. So Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James on the All NBA. He averaged 35.6 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's literally just carrying the crap out of that team. Tim Duncan and Shaq, and then the All NBA second team, AI, Gilbert Arenas, Chris Webber, Pau Gasol, and Sharif. All NBA third team is Baron Davis, Steve Francis, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Jermaine O'Neal. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. Kobe Bryant made the all defensive second team. And yeah, the rookies were all messed up. I forgot who drafted Dwight Howard, though. The league leaders in points per game, Kobe Bryant led the league in scoring 38 points per game. LeBron was third, AI was fourth, Gilbert Arenas was fifth, Stackhouse, Pierce. I mean, yeah. Mike Bibby made the top 10. Dirk just outside, and Melo in Atlanta averaged 25.6, 7, and 5. So there's points per game, rebounds per game. Shaq, Duncan, Jermaine O'Neal, Elton Brand. Let's see, is Dwight? Okay, so Dwight Howard was with the Knicks. He averaged 14 and 11 in his rookie year. So assists per game. Wow. Okay. So assists per game is a little bit. I mean, Steve Nash, Francis, Baron Davis, Ben Gordon, Kidd, Van Exel, Derek Fisher, number 11. And so, yeah, that pretty much, there's a top 5 in steals per game and blocks per game. Shaq is up there with Yao Ming with the Clippers. Oh, wow. Was he with Indiana, or did he might have gotten traded. Yeah, he might have gotten traded, or he was with the Clippers the whole time, and that's a glitch. I honestly don't remember who he was drafted by. But anyways, there's the league leaders. So the Denver Nuggets made the playoffs. Dwayne Wade averaged 25, 4, and 6. Caron Butler, 18. McDyess, 15 and 11. So yeah, there's their kind of solid 3 there. And off the bench they had, they drafted Jameer Nelson, but he didn't really play. So the defending champions, the Sacramento Kings, are the number 1 seed. So let's go ahead, simulate round 1. And is Denver going to beat the Kings in the first round? Nope, they're going to blow a 3-0 lead. Oh, no, Denver won. Okay, so we will have a new champion this year. The Nets, the Heat are on this end. Steve Francis, Kittles, Van Horn, Amari Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler, Stephon Marbury's out coming off the bench. Miami Heat is in the playoffs. I did not realize that. So LeBron James carried his team to the playoffs with Al Jefferson averaging 4 points and 8 rebounds. And then the Indiana Pacers, once again, Jalen Rose and Jermaine O'Neal holding it down for them after Melo retired. And the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so Melo, Anton Jameson, and Chris Bosh. They also have Antonio Daniels and Jay Williams. So that's actually a pretty good team. On this end is New Orleans and Seattle. Who's on New Orleans? Jason Richardson, Battier, Elton Brand. Okay. And the Supersonics have Mike Bibby, Derek Anderson. All right, so the Lakers lost to the Hornets team. So here we go. Round 2, and the San Antonio Spurs beat the Denver Nuggets. And it's the Miami Heat as an 8 seed against the number 2 seed Indiana Pacers. The Atlanta Hawks lost in 7. And we got the Spurs, who have Vince Carter and Tim Duncan. Okay, Nick Van Exel as well. And the Supersonics, who have Mike Bibby, Derek Anderson, Joe Smith, Chris Kaman. All right, I think it's going to be Miami and San Antonio. I think LeBron's going to have to go through San Antonio once again. And so the Heat do get eliminated. It is the San Antonio Spurs and the Indiana Pacers. All right. So the Indiana Pacers. Oh, I simulated the round. Gosh darn it, I didn't go game by game. It was a game of 7, too. Gosh darn it. The Spurs, though, and Tim Duncan win their first championship here in the 04-05 season. Obviously, in real life, that was the Miami Heat year, right? Oh no, the San Antonio Spurs did win. This is the 0405. It was 0506 the Heat won. So yeah, so this actually follows real life. The Spurs win and Tim Duncan wins Finals MVP. All right, not bad. I'm actually curious to see how Game 7 went. 121-110. So it wasn't this crazy game or anything like that. This Jonathan Baldwin dude put up 37 in Game 7. Man. All right, so Vince Carter gets a ring and Tim Duncan gets his first. So here in the draft lottery for Chris Paul, pretty much is the lottery. The Nuggets have the Bucks pick, but it's protected. Interesting. Okay. Any other interesting ones? The Supersonics have pick 6 from the Clippers. The Grizzlies have Golden State's pick. So who will Chris Paul go to? That would be crazy if he went to the Knicks, or the Nuggets, I mean, but they don't get that pick. And the Knicks get the #1 overall pick. So they have Dwight Howard. Could they pair CP3 with Dwight Howard? We'll see. The Bucks get the #2 pick. The Raptors get the #3 pick. So in the NBA draft, let's go ahead and just sim the draft. And the #1 pick by the Knicks was Monte Ellis instead of Chris Paul. Man, the Knicks, dude. All right, Chris Paul goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. Darren Williams goes to the Raptors. Nate Robinson goes to the Supersonics. But yeah, other than that, Lou Williams goes to the Suns. But yeah, let's see. The Nuggets got Will Bynum. The Supersonics, let's see. Did the Heat get a pick in this draft? No, they didn't. Okay, well, there you go. Wow. Okay, so look at that. Chris Webber leaves the Kings and goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Ray Allen leaves Milwaukee and goes to the Timberwolves. Anton Walker goes to the Celtics. Let's see. Any other ones? Gilbert Arenas leaves Cleveland and goes to the Orlando Magic to join Tracy McGrady. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Pau Gasol leaves Toronto and joins Dwayne Wade in Denver. Okay, that's exciting too. Camby goes to the Supersonics, leaves Phoenix. Tony Parker goes to the stays with the Wizards. Zach Randolph goes to the Suns, leaves Memphis. All right, well, this is going to be interesting year. The Nuggets are going to be pretty good. The Kings are now out of the way, and they beat the Kings last year in the first round. Ray Allen goes to the Timberwolves, so that will be interesting. Gilbert Arenas, though, with the Magic. The Orlando Magic is going to be good. In this mock draft here for the 2006 draft class, we got Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rajon Rondo, Rudy Gay, Kyle Lowry, Paul Millsap. So yeah, not that great of a draft class. Yeah, I don't really see anyone that's going to be like super good. I mean, we do get to see Brandon Roy. And hopefully, you know, obviously won't have any injuries, so because I have injuries off, so we'll see Brandon Roy's career without injuries, so that would be kind of cool, and especially if the Nuggets get him, that would be pretty ridiculous. It looks like the Nuggets are going to have a top pick because they had that one pick that they didn't actually get, so they'll have the next year's pick, which is going to be kind of crazy. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys after season number, is this season number 6? I believe this might be the last season. Okay, so the 05-06 season is over. Kobe Bryant wins another MVP, so that is his 4th MVP. He has technically 2 titles technically, I think, instead of 3, because I have to minus 1, because yeah, that's all messed up. But anyways, his 4th MVP award. Chris Paul wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 21, 3, and 9 with the Milwaukee Bucks. Stephen Marbury wins 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Ben Wallace. And most improved is, this Matthew Shepard guy. Great. Lloyd Pierce wins Coach of the Year. So the All-NBA first team, Gilbert Arenas is on here with the Orlando Magic, averaging 32, 8, and 9. They're going to be really good. LeBron, 33, 5, and 6 with the Heat. Chris Webber, 28, and 10, and 5. He's actually starting to regress, it looks like. He just hit age 33. So Shaq is regressing at age 34, 25, and 11. And the second team, McGrady, Orlando is going to be amazing. The Spurs, Tim Duncan. Here, Carmelo Anthony with the Hawks. And let's see, All-NBA third team, Dwayne Wade with the Nuggets, averaging 27, 4, and 8. In real life, this is where the Miami Heat won the championship, and it was Dwayne Wade who won his first title with Shaq. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens this year. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Dwight Howard with the Knicks, averaging 20 and 12.7 with the Knicks. All defensive first team, all defensive second team. Dwayne Wade is on here. Kobe Bryant's on here once again. And yeah, any other rookies? Darren Williams averaged 18 and 10 with the Raptors. And let's see, Monte Ellis with the Knicks averaged 4, 5, and 8. So yeah, let's look at the league leaders here. Kobe Bryant averaged 45 a game. Stackhouse averaged 34. LeBron 33. AI, Gilbert Arenas, and Tracy McGrady, right, 5 and 6. Jason Richardson with the Hornets. Melo was 9th. Paul Pierce was 10th. Chris Webber was 11th. Rebounds per game. Jermaine O'Neal led the league in rebounds. Dwight Howard was 3rd. And Marcus Camby with the Supersonics was 6th. And yeah, there's the rest of the group. And assists per game, Darren Williams was number 1 with Steve Nash, Francis, Gilbert Arenas, Jason Williams, Chris Paul. Al Jefferson averaged 8.8 assists with the Miami Heat. Okay. Nick Van Exel and Baron Davis and Jason Kidd round out the top 10. So on to the NBA playoffs here. The New Orleans Hornets with the number 1 seed. Elton Brand, how do they have the number 1 seed? The Lakers have number 2. The Denver Nuggets with number 7. On the other side, Atlanta has number 8. Orlando, obviously, number 1. Gilbert Arenas, McGrady, Grant Hill, Nene. Yeah, that's a pretty good team. And let's see, Miami has the number 6 seed. They're going up against the Washington Wizards. And let's see, so Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, Bosh, and LeBron all made the playoffs this year. So this will be an interesting playoffs. First round, here we go. And the Kings are eliminated in the first round. The Nets are eliminated. Blazers, LeBron's eliminated. The Spurs are eliminated. The Pistons are eliminated. The Hawks and the Nuggets are gone. So in the second round, we will obviously have a new champion, obviously with the Miami Heat being eliminated. So here we go. Second round, and the Indiana Pacers get eliminated. Wizards are gone. Grizzlies are gone. Hornets are gone. So in the conference finals, we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Pretty good. And the Minnesota Timberwolves have Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett. Interesting. Okay. Boston is on this side. Anton Walker. Yeah, I think Orlando and LA are going to make it, but let's see. Simulate round, and the Boston Celtics are eliminated, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are eliminated. So we have Kobe Bryant and Shaq versus Gilbert Arenas and Tracy McGrady. Here we go. The Lakers looking for their second title here in the sim. Or is it their third? No, their second. Their second. So they're up by 1 here. And late in the fourth, a 6-point game. 5-point game late in the fourth. And the Orlando Magic take game 1 at home. Game 2, the Lakers are actually taking a pretty early lead here. And yeah, the Lakers looks like they're going to win game 2, 114 to 105. The series is tied at 1 apiece. And let's see, Shaq's former team, Tracy McGrady versus Kobe Bryant, and the Lakers take game 3 and a 2-1 lead. All right, game 4 in LA. Can Orlando tie the series? And they will. They just blew them out. 60 points from Tracy, 47 from Gilbert Arenas. Oh my God, Kobe and Shaq put up 44 and 19. But look at that. That is ridiculous. All right, so game 5 in Orlando. I can't believe those two put up over 100 points together, and the Magic are going to blow out the Lakers again. Tracy McGrady puts up 36. Gilbert Arenas has a triple-double. Grant Hill puts up 24. Yeah, this team is pretty good. Kobe puts up 37. Shaq is just, he's regressed, you know? Like, I just don't think they're going to be able to win. But can they force a game 7? It's a 3-point game into the fourth. 3.5 minutes ago, 97-92. And the Orlando Magic win their first championship. They beat the Los Angeles Lakers. Tracy McGrady gets a Finals MVP, 34 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2.5 steals, 2.3 blocks. And Tracy McGrady gets his first championship at age 27 with Gilbert Arenas. That might be a dynasty here for the next few years. That's going to be the video, guys. We simmed, I believe, how many seasons did we sim? 5 or 6? Honestly, I have no idea, but we're ending here at 2025. And yeah, this was really fun. I will see you guys in episode 2. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and let me know, who is Orlando going to be a dynasty? What do you guys think? Are the Lakers pretty much done at this point? Will LeBron ever get some help? Because he seems to be cursed. Denver has actually a pretty good team with Dwayne Wade. Will they be good? Atlanta Hawks with Melo and Chris Bosh. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.